Hello and welcome. My name is Christina from Empowered Creator. I am a mindset and conscious manifesting teacher and coach, and this is my YouTube channel. Here I talk about all things law of assumption, mindset, conscious manifesting, the quantum universe, and a lot more. And my goal is to simplify everything without the fluff. So if you guys like this content and you would like to see more of it, I would love it if you would subscribe to this channel, comment on this video, like it, share it, and just stick around. Also, if you need any help with your specific situation, I offer one-on-one coaching, email coaching, small group coaching, as well as custom subliminals for whatever needs you may have. So if you're interested in any of these services, the links are below in the description box. Click on them and they're going to take you to my website. With all that being said, let's get to today's video. In today's video, I thought I would become a little more personal, talk a little bit more about my own personal experiences practicing conscious manifesting. And specifically, I thought it would be nice to talk to you guys about what 3 things have actually helped me take my manifestation to the next level. What were the things, what were the realizations I made, if you will, that actually helped me overcome most of my blocks and actually set me free to take my manifestation to a level where it became more effortless, much easier, more relaxed, more confident, and just put me into a dominant state of knowing that no matter what, I'm going to get what I'm manifesting. I'm going to get my desires. So of course, it's not just 3 things. Obviously, it's been a process over a few years of studying, applying, trial and error, trying this method, trying that method, finding what works for me, finding what works for my mindset. But if I had to think of what were the 3, let's say, milestones that actually elevated my manifesting from someone who would manifest some of the time, and then sometimes she would get what she wanted, but then other times she wouldn't get what she wanted, and then sometimes she would get hot and cold, other times things would come easily, other times things would take a long time, or they would cause me a lot of resistance. So I had to think about what were the 3 main milestones, the 3 main factors that actually helped me overcome all those blocks, or most of these blocks, and realize that the power I have is actually all within, and that I'm able to manifest effortlessly, confidently, easily, in a relaxed state, in a calm state, and just easily getting me into the knowing that what I want is going to manifest. No matter what, even if the 3D seems impossible right now, somehow, in some way, it's going to manifest. Now, a little disclaimer here before I start discussing the 3 factors, the 3 milestones I just talked about. Obviously, one big factor that makes you and anyone a better manifestor is experience, is applying the teachings, applying what you're studying, applying what you're hearing from the coaches you resonate with, and seeing for yourself how it works, what processes work for you, what processes might not work so well, what processes might not resonate as well, so you leave them behind. It's very much a matter of applying what you're learning and giving yourself the experience of actually applying the law, implementing the law, getting the experience under your belt, and seeing for yourself how it works and what works best for you and what doesn't work so well for you. So without further ado, these are the 3 things that once I realized them, my manifesting was elevated and was taken to the next level. Number 1 was when I realized that there truly are multiple realities. There truly is an infinite number of realities that we can choose from. And also that creation is finished. That I am not creating whatever it is that I'm manifesting from scratch. It's already there, it's already available to me, and I can just choose it, focus on it, and know that by doing that, I'm going to bring it over to my 3D. And how I realized that, what helped me realize that, was studying a lot of quantum physics, quantum mechanics, neuroscience, also the science of epigenetics, also some psychology. And all of these sciences actually tell us the same thing in different words. They tell us that we can choose our reality. All realities are out there for us. And depending on what we feed our mind, depending on where we put our consciousness on, our awareness, and depending on where our focus and attention and energy goes, mostly and dominantly, this is what the outer world is going to reflect back to us. So knowing that, And at the same time, knowing and realizing that creation is actually finished. We are not creating anything from zero. We're not creating anything from scratch. The work has been done for us, and all available realities are actually available to us right now through our imagination first, and then if we focus on them through the material world as well, into the 3D. I found that very, very empowering. It gave me a lot of inner strength. It gave me a lot of confidence. It gave me a lot of courage to actually step out of my comfort zone and actually try it and test it and apply it. And lo and behold, I confirmed in practice by applying and implementing that this is actually how it works. This is actually how it is. This is the case. This is how the universe works. This is how the world works. Lo and behold, what we put into our mind, what we feed our mind with, where we put our dominant states and our dominant energies and our attention is what we end up experiencing and receiving from the world around us. So having that knowledge really, really, really elevated my manifestation. It really gave me a boost of confidence. It really, really helped me become a much better, more empowered, and more confident manifestor. The second thing that really, really helped me to realize was that manifesting whatever it is that I wanted did not actually have to be hard work, did not have to be a lot of effort, and did not have to be something that I had to obsess over, something that I would take so seriously that I felt like my life would end if it didn't happen. And in general, realizing that I don't need so much work, I don't need so much effort, and at the end of the day, I don't need to take it that seriously. And that ties in very well with the point number 1 that I just discussed, because knowing that all realities exist and all realities are available to you, the whole infinity, the whole infinite number of possibilities and probabilities are available to you and are open to you and are up for grabs, automatically puts you into a state of realizing that I don't have to take this so seriously. In the sense that I'm going to feel so anxious about it and feel nervous about it and feel depressed about any little thing that goes wrong and dwell so much on the 3D and dwell on obstacles and dwell on what I see as blocks or hiccups in my way. None of that is actually necessary because the possibility is there already for me and it's up for grabs. And if I've made the choice, if I've made the decision, it's there for me. I can go and get it. I can go and claim it. So none of the obsession is needed, none of the desperation is needed, none of the whole I'm affirming all day long or I'm doing like 2-hour meditations 3 times a day because I feel like I'm not going to bring it over any other way. And trying to do technique after technique and watch coach after coach and read book after book and try to see if I'm doing it right and what am I doing wrong and why is it not working. All this obsession, all this watching the 3D and overanalyzing and overthinking is completely unnecessary and can actually have the opposite results in some cases. When you know that you have the power within you, that the possibility, the probability, the potential is already there, it's already out there for you. And when you know that you can actually make it a fun, pleasant, enjoyable process. You don't have to make it hard work. You don't have to make it a lot of effort. You don't need to be desperate because it already exists for you. So there's no need for desperation. There's no need for obsessing over it and needing it and feeling like your life will be over if you don't have it. You already have it. You already have it. You already are it. The only thing you need is to actually tell yourself that and embody that state and make that state dominant within you, and you are going to see it in your 3D. That's all you need. And the third thing that really helped me when I realized it, and it has really helped take my manifesting to a different level, to a much better, much higher level, is when I realized that I am not my thoughts and I'm not my emotions. And as such, I don't have to identify with my thoughts or my emotions, and I don't have to believe any thought or any emotion that just randomly pops into my head. I learned that at my core, I'm actually pure consciousness. I'm actually the I am consciousness and awareness. That's who I am, and that's who all of you are. At our core, that's who all of us are. And so by learning that, I realized that I'm actually above and beyond all those thoughts, all those feelings, all those emotions that are actually associated with the ego state, with the ego mind. So if some thought or some unpleasant emotion is trying to tell me that I'm not getting my manifestation, guess what? I don't have to identify with it. I don't have to believe it. I can just observe it. I can say, yes, thank you. I know what I'm doing, I know what I'm manifesting, regardless of how I might be feeling right now, regardless of what my ego mind might be trying to tell me right now. I know that I have my manifestation regardless. I know that I'm going to get my manifestation no matter what, even if I'm having an off day, or a few off days even. And that was very, very important to me personally, because I used to be someone who worried too much about what state I was in, if I was sad, if I was feeling doubtful, if I was feeling frustrated about something not coming, not seeing movement in the 3D. I used to be someone who would beat herself up for actually feeling this way. I would get terrified that I was delaying my manifestation. I would get terrified that I was messing things up. I spent a long time in my journey, several months actually, where I was so obsessed with what state I was in any given moment, in any given hour or day. And if I wasn't in what I perceived to be the perfect state, then I would worry and I would try to prevent myself from spiraling. And of course I would spiral worse. And of course then I would get worried and I would get anxious and I would get nervous and stress out and depressed. And then I would spiral even worse. So then once I realized that I didn't have to respond or react to these thoughts or emotions, I didn't have to believe them. I didn't have to actually identify with them. That set me free. So I started telling myself something that I tell a lot of you guys in comments and also in coaching sessions. Even if you're having an off day, even if you're having an off week, tell yourself, I'm still getting what I want. It doesn't matter. It doesn't have any effect. So personally, that set me really free. And I started seeing results and I started seeing good and favorable outcomes really soon after I set myself free from all that tyranny of trying to be in the perfect state all the time. Instead, I got myself into a perpetual state of, I know I'm getting what I want no matter what. And speaking of that, I would also like to remind you of something that I've said in a few other videos before, that if something, if a thought, if a feeling, if an assumption doesn't feel good within you, not only do you not have to accept it and identify with it and believe it, but you should actually tell yourself, this is proof that it is not true. This is proof that it is not my truth. Because my truth, my higher truth, makes me feel good. My higher truth makes me feel calm, relaxed, confident, knowing, all these good, pleasant things. So if something is bothering me, if something is irritating me, if something is giving me doubts, that is my ego mind. That is not my truth. I don't even have to pay attention to that. So I hope this has been a good reminder for you guys of some of these fundamental but very important and significant principles in conscious manifesting. I'm hoping that you can use these principles, you can use these lessons, if you will, that I just talked about, that I realized after a lot of studying, a lot of applying, a lot of watching channels and a lot of reading books and a lot of just trial and error. And hopefully you will apply them in your own manifesting to make your life as a conscious manifestor much easier and much more stress-free. With all that being said, I'm going to wrap up this video here. I intend that this has helped. As always, I very much appreciate you guys being on this channel, watching this content. I love making this content for you. And as always, I look forward to seeing you all at the next video. Until then, take care and bye-bye.